Good morning, everybody. I hope you are having a marvelous Monday. Returning subscribers, welcome back. I hope you're doing well. For any new subscribers, thank you for joining our channel, and we're looking forward to sharing more low-carb recipes with you. And cooking's one thing we all do every day, and I sometimes get into a rut and seem to be doing same old stuff. So what I'm hoping to do by doing these videos is inspire you to get out of your comfort zone, maybe try something you haven't tried before. That's what I'm doing. Some of these things I've never had, like we've got some turnip root fries coming up. Awesome. And Big Daddy's been helping out this week with some of the cooking, so you'll see him on the video this week too. So if this is the first video you've ever watched on our channel, welcome. I hope you consider subscribing. I do a Menu Monday every Monday, and then we also do other videos as we travel around the country and visit places and do things. So without further ado, let's get to this week's food. Tonight Big Daddy's cooking, so he got started before I got the camera out, so I'm going to let him explain to you what he's done so far, and then I'll try to keep up with him. Alrighty, go ahead, Big Daddy.
Alright, it's very simple. All I done was get the hamburger that we had thawed out, put it in a bowl, cracked a couple of eggs in it, and we're going to make hamburger steaks. So now I've got the eggs worked into the hamburger meat, and we're going to go outside, put them on the grill, and get them done.
What other seasonings do you have on there?
I have salt and pepper.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay.
I don't need to get technical about it. It's just
well, I saw there was seasoning. I was just checking so I can put the ingredients.
Bubbles, I'm not as good as you are at this thing. I just salt and pepper.
He wings it. But I'm going to try and catch up with the ingredients, and I'll put them
That's all it is. Salt
on the
and pepper
website.
And eggs.
Okay, let's follow him outside because he's going to grill these. He's way faster than I am, can you tell? Alright.
Alright, everybody. What I've done is come out here and cleaned the grill, of course. I got it on high. Right now the temperature says it's about 500 degrees. I want to put it on that so it'll sear the bottom. Then I'm going to turn it down. And that way, when I go to flip them over, we'll turn it back up and get that seared on the other side, and then turn it back down again. If anybody wants to know what kind of grill it is a Weber.
We love this grill too. It's small enough to tote, and it cooks real good too. How long have we had this? A couple of years now, I think.
Yeah. I think it was one of my Father's Day presents.
I think it was. In Scranton.
Alright. All I'm on the grill. Look good. Already doing its searing thing. And just close it up. I'm going to let it cook for a little while, and we'll do it again. Now I'm going to go in the house and I'm going to saute some onions and bell peppers while these are cooking.
Okay. Now Big Daddy's putting on the vegetables. You can serve this with vegetable of choice. And he was running in and out to the grill, so I went ahead and put together the gravy mix. I just used a package of gravy, and I believe it was 2 cups of water. And then you just put that on the stove per directions on the package until it thickens. Alright, Big Daddy's taking over. And what he does here is the gravy was ready. He put it in with his peppers. And so now it's a gravy with the peppers in it, which was absolutely delicious. Alright, the steaks are done, so we just put them on keep warm. And how awesome is this? He does dishes too. It was a great night off, and I seriously enjoyed it. And this was our dinner for tonight. So good. And here are your ingredients. Okay, so today I'm doing pork chops in the Instant Pot. First thing you want to do is put your oil in the bottom and heat it over medium heat until it's hot. You're going to season the pork chops with salt and pepper to your liking, and then you're going to lightly brown the pork chops on both sides. You can only do a few at a time, so removing as you go, placing them on a plate until you get them all done. Okay, now that we've got everything browned, we're going to take 1.5 cups of water or chicken broth. I make my own chicken broth with the bouillons. And then we're going to put that in the pot and then scrape the bottom to deglaze and remove all the bits from the bottom of the pan. We're going to add our pork chops back to the pot. No trivet needed. Just put them right back into the juice. Alright, we're going to set to pressure and we'll do 8 minutes. After it's done, let the pressure come down on its own, a nice natural release. Here I'm just heating up some mixed veg, and I'm letting out the remaining pressure so I can get this opened. Now I'm going to remove the pork chops to a platter and then keep them warm. Okay, now we're going to reserve 1 cup of the juices left in the pot. And we're going to discard the rest. Now we're going to set this to saute low We're going to put the 1 cup of juice back in, and we're going to mix in our cream of mushroom soup. And our sour cream. Now I mix the soup first, and that way it cools it off a little bit because you don't want to curdle the sour cream. That's why we do this on low. So there's half a cup, then I'm going to add another cup. Alright, and get all that sour cream mixed in too. Makes a delicious gravy. You could add some seasonings, but we enjoy it as is. I'm just heating up some cauliflower rice in the microwave to go along with this. And to this I'm adding about a tablespoon of butter, and then 2 tablespoons of the ranch dressing mix, the powder. And that just gives it a really good flavor. At least we enjoy that. That's what I do when I do a fresh cauliflower, so I just use a little less in this because there wasn't as much cauliflower. And that's our dinner tonight, and here are your ingredients. Today I'm going to be making some country style ribs in the Instant Pot, and the first thing I'm doing is putting 4 cups of apple juice into the pot. I had these individual ones that I had purchased previously, so I just used 4 of those. We're going to add 1 cup of apple cider vinegar, and we're going to put this on saute high and bring the mixture to a boil. Once it's boiling, you can turn it off and then add in your ribs. I have not put any seasoning on them. We're putting them in the pot, in the juice, no trivet needed. Okay, we're going to put the lid on, set it to seal, and we're going to cook those for 32 minutes. Okay, after the 32 minutes, do a quick release, pull the ribs out of the pot, and place them on a baking sheet. I'm going to cover these with barbecue sauce. I'm going to put them in a preheated oven at 400 degrees. And I leave them in there for about 5 to 10 minutes on each side just to caramelize the barbecue sauce. Now I also had some leftover pork loin. It's a roast I had done earlier in the week, and I had some leftover pork chops. So we got some extra barbecue sauce at the store that Big Daddy had fallen in love with. And so what I did is I chopped up all of this earlier in the day and then put it in a bag with the barbecue sauce and let it marinate. And then dinner time, all I did is put it in the oven to warm it through, so we could have this in addition to the ribs. This was Big Daddy's father's birthday, so we got him something. This is what he wanted, was the ribs. So there were lots of options, and I still have leftovers. It was way too much, but it made good use of what was left over, and it needed to be cooked and eaten. So yep, we'll just plop this in the pan and stick it in the refrigerator. Alright, now we're back to the evening time. We're going to turn these ribs over. I have the other pork in the propane oven. Sometimes it's great to have two ovens. And this was one of those times. Alright, now we're going to put the sauce on the other side and put it back in the oven for again 5 to 10 minutes. Alright, we're going to have fresh cauliflower tonight. This one needed to be used. So I chop off the bottom and get the center out. I was going to do it whole, but this one was almost falling apart, so I ended up breaking it up and doing florets. Now the only difference is if you put the whole cauliflower in your steamer basket, you cook for 15 minutes. If you break it up into florets, it's 4 to 6 minutes. I did 6 on this, and it worked well because mine were big chunks. Maybe if you had smaller chunks, 4 minutes would be good with a quick release. So I have a cup of water in there, so put the steamer basket in and set it for 6 minutes. Once it comes out, I add the butter and the ranch powder and break that up. I also did some mixed vegetables, and there's dinner tonight. And the cake. Here are your ingredients. Tonight I'm making 2 different kinds of vegetable fries. I'm going to start with zucchini, and I'm going to use the same breading mix for both of them. So in this bowl I'm combining some panko, Parmesan cheese, garlic powder, basil, salt, and pepper. Just mix this up. It made a fantastic crisp on these fries. I'm going to cut up the zucchini. Now, I thought I just peeled it, but I've seen recipes that leave the skin on, and I've made them since with the skin on, and I actually prefer it. So I suggest not peeling it. Although these are still good. When I did it with the peel on, it did taste a little better. It is your preference. Now I just cut this up into the shape of little French fries. Now we're going to take 2 eggs and we're going to whisk them up in the second bowl. Okay, and I did spray the air fryer tray with some olive oil. Now I'm going to dip this in the egg and then into the breadcrumb mixture and get them in our first tray. I had ordered a second tray from Amazon, no, from the Email Lagasse website, because sometimes I want to air fry more than what will fit on one tray, and you can use two. Mine didn't come with two. Some come with more trays. So now I've got the turnip root. I'm going to peel this, and I'm going to cut this up into little French fries and do the exact same thing. And this one you definitely want to peel. Okay, we're going to do the same thing with this. We're going to soak them in the egg, get them coated, put them in the breadcrumbs, and then into the next basket, which I also sprayed. Okay, we've got our oven set to 425 degrees. Now it's said to cook them for 15 to 20 minutes. I put them on 15 and I did not get a chance to check them, and unfortunately they got way too brown for my liking. But I think in this little oven it cooks so fast, so if you're going to do it in the Email Lagasse oven, here are my fries, I would check it at 10 minutes. The second time when I left the zucchini on, I did 10 minutes, and these came out a lot better. So here are your ingredients. Tonight we're doing chicken wings. I apologize ahead of time for the traffic noise, but I have all the doors and windows open. It's such a pretty day. You can use fresh or frozen wings. This was a pack of frozen wings that we got on sale at our new grocery store in town. The only thing you need to do is to make sure you cut off any wing tips. And then you're going to rinse your wings and add water and white distilled vinegar. And you can let that soak for 10 minutes. It'll pink up your chicken wings and make them taste better. So just set my timer, clean my counters, got all that chicken juice off of everything, and then let them sit. After they had been sitting for 10 minutes, I poured them into a strainer, and you want to rinse them and then put them in a big bowl. My little glass one wasn't big enough for the next step. And after washing my hands, we're going to add some mustard. Now this recipe calls for yellow mustard. I didn't have any, so I used what I had. I think it was a Dijon, but not the one with the, like the thick one. It was a thin Dijon mustard. So it worked just as well as the yellow mustard, but I do put in the ingredients at the end, yellow mustard. And then we're going to add the seasoning, spices of choice, and black pepper. So what I used was black pepper, Himalayan pink salt, and the Slap Your Mama Cajun seasoning. But you can season them any way you like at this point. But that's what I used. And I think it just says in the ingredients, whatever you like. I'm going to spray... pardon me, spray the fry pans, or if you're going to do it in a regular air fryer, just spray the bottom basket. I set the oven to 400 degrees. And then after you put them on the tray, you're going to add your spices again. Salt, pepper, slap your mama, Cajun seasoning. Now I'm going to do my second rack. So glad I purchased the second air fry basket for the Emeril Lagasse 360 oven, because it's come in handy more than once. And we're going to put these in the oven for 20 minutes. Now after 10 minutes, you want to take them out and turn them over and season the other side. My camera had died, so I had to use my cell phone, and I do apologize for this footage, but I didn't want to miss this step. So 10 minutes, turn over, season the other side, back in for 10 minutes. Once they've totaled 20, you want to take the chicken out and then add your sauce. Now, normally I would put all the wings in one bowl and add the sauce, but Big Daddy wanted wing sauce on half of them and his new favorite barbecue sauce on the other half. So I did the first ones in the bowl. This was with the wing sauce, and all you do is put them in a bowl, mix them around. It's super, super easy. It covers both sides at once. Let's set the oven for 400 again for 14 minutes. Alright, now I'm going to do the barbecue sauce. So I just brushed that on, turned them over, and brushed the other side. Now, when I say cook 7 minutes per side, that's for a regular air fryer. If you have the Emeril Lagasse oven 360, you don't have to turn them. So you just set it for 14 minutes. Here are the finished wings, some of each kind, and your ingredients. I hope you enjoyed this week's meals. I really loved the zucchini and the turnip fries, and I'm going to be making more of those, that's for sure. So thank you for joining us today. We'll be back again next Monday with more meals. And I also have another video coming up on Thursday of this week with some updates that I did on the camper and a day in the life, basically. Except it goes over 3 days. But we'll see you then. Take care. Love y'all. Bye-bye.